you love to visualize things. So I also believe in these things. So I want to know something more deep about this thing. Like if somebody want to visualize something, like suppose he want to become a good speaker, or maybe he want to achieve something like glory in their life. Like many people have this kind of ambitious thought. So how
Mm.
should they initiate this kind of thing like visualization? Do visualization really work? What is your thought about it?
I don't know about others, but at least it has worked for me, and that's the method that I use. I first visualize myself doing it, and I speak, and I visualize myself speaking well and speaking on the topics that I want to speak, and I whatever is the outcome that I desire, I visualize it. So that means, like, if I want to talk, not only speaking, it may be with anything else, like simple thing, like I want to discuss something with somebody, or I want to recommend something to somebody. It's a very, what do you call it, a very delicate subject. So I first rehearse it and I visualize it in my mind, and also answering the whatever doubts they may ask. I try to guess those doubts and foresee those doubts, and I try answering those doubts, and then I know that, yeah, now I'm done with it. So that is done, and then it is, I have compartments, so I put it in a compartment, you know in the mentally
Mm-hmm.
somewhere. So I know that whenever it is required, I'm going to open that out and take it out. So I don't need to waste time again. So this is like, what do you call it, doing a homework for me.
Okay, okay, I got it.
So yeah, earlier I had to work on it. I did work on it. Now it comes, it's become a habit. So it's a second nature to me now. Be it a very small thing or be it a big thing.
Mm,
Not necessary that it has to be a big issue, or like something really mind blowing. No, even a simple thing like what am I going to cook tomorrow? That also I prepare, and I prepare it in my mind. I run through it in my mind, and I've stored it. So I know that tomorrow if I get up, I don't need to waste time standing and thinking what am I going to do. No. That get into work.
okay, is it something like fake it till you make it? Is it something
Huh?
like that? Is it something like that? People say fake it till you make it. It's a saying.
I don't know. I don't, but fake, it has a negative connotation, isn't it?
I
Fake
think so
is,
personally. Yeah.
fake is a negative connotation. So I don't think, I don't know, but I live it, live it in the sense mentally, visually.
Mm,
Whatever I want to
mm,
become, or whatever I want to achieve, or whatever I want to gain, be it a habit, or be it some quality, huh? Or be it some
mm,
skill. So
yeah.
I visualize the outcome because I wish to attain that outcome. So I know that
Yeah.
this is the path and that is the outcome, and this is the path that I'm going to travel.
Why I asked this question out of curiosity is that because this is something happened to me. Ma'am, 4 5 years down the line, I was a guy who was underconfident. I was very introvert, but at the very same time, I was very ambitious in my mind that I wanted to speak good English. And at the very same time, when I used to watch podcast videos, I wanted to
Mm.
do those things in my life. Like I wanted to bring people on my platform. And today, while having you on my channel, I am feeling so proud that visualizations really works. This is also called manifestation, where we visualize ourselves in that form. Right, that one day, okay, I'm talking with great people, I'm speaking really good English. It could be
Yes.
anything that you want to become in your life. Try to visualize it again and again and again and again, so it really happens. It's possible. It happens with you. It is miracle. I believe in magic, these kind of magic, especially that when you visualize yourself, you started doing your action in that direction. You started taking small actions. But along with that, I have a question for you that sometimes we lose patience when we
Yeah.
have a great goal, a big goal. Sometimes we lose patience, we don't feel endurance in ourselves. So for that reason, for that purpose, when we feel down, when we don't feel confident, when we lose our patience, how to control on ourselves, because it's a human nature that we feel
Yeah.
we lose our confidence very shortly.
Yeah.
So, what is your thought on this? How to keep ourselves motivated towards learning anything, maybe towards achieving a goal, or maybe anything in our life?
Yeah. Especially what you mentioned during these times, you are really tested. These are the real
Mm,
testing times. And that
mm,
is why I feel that you should have a strong willpower, a strong mindset, and a strong character. These are the things that see you through these testing times. They are testing
mhm,
times, but we should
mhm.
be, we should have this thought in our mind that it's just a tunnel. There is an opening outside, that side, isn't it? So the longer the tunnel, the brighter the opening there is, and it's going to be for a longer period of time. So that means you are still required to, like acquire something which you don't have maybe. So that is why God is preparing you for it. That means you are still not ready. We need to
Wow.
acquire it. So because later on it's
Mhm,
going to be a long, what do you call it, success, but a long-lived success. That
amazing.
comes from your mindset. So every day you
Mhm,
need to grow, your mindset, a healthy mindset. For that, every day you need to water it with positive thoughts, positive words, talking to good, positive people, sending positive
mhm,
vibes. So these are the
mhm,
things that you do to irrigate your mind, which is equal to
mhm.
a plant. Only then it will grow into a tree and it will reap, you can reap that benefits later on. Not only you, like a tree, it will give shade to everybody else too.
Yeah, true,
Yeah.
exactly. Okay, but while learning in this process, when we try to keep ourselves positive all the time, like nowadays we are using social media too, so we
Yeah.
can't keep close our eyes all the time. So
Mm.
sometimes distractions comes into picture, sometimes negative
Yeah.
comments, sometimes people try to demotivate you. You yourself
Yeah.
gets demotivated while watching any kind of video or something like that. At that
Yeah.
very moment, how can we control on ourselves?
Distractions are very common. Oh, to some extent, it's okay. You should see that it doesn't exceed the given limit. 5 to 10 minutes distraction, you yourself can tell yourself, I can be distracted for 10 minutes, not more than that. Yeah. So that is the command that you need to give yourself. Or you need to talk to yourself and say, okay, 5 10 minutes, 5 minutes. Okay, if 10 minutes of distraction, then double the time
Mhm.
of learning. Tell your mind that if I'm
Wow,
distracted for 20 minutes, double the time of learning. So the mind will know that, oh, if the learning is going to be double my distraction, so let me lessen my distraction time. But
wow.
those short
Mm,
breaks are also necessary. Don't overtax yourself and don't pressurize yourself,
mm,
to the extent that
mm,
it becomes something like a big hawa that, oh God, I need to do it. So it will come. If not today, tomorrow. You know very well because see, you can lie to others, but you can't lie to yourself. Your conscience knows
mhm.
that, boss, today you have not put in your required time. So then how can you expect the result? Isn't it?
Yeah,
In our hearts of
true,
hearts, we
true.
know that this today we have cheated. So who's going to
Mm,
pay the penalty? Only me, nobody else.
yeah,
It is
yeah,
only my
true.
loss, my personal loss.
One thing I liked a lot, the bigger your distraction is, the bigger your learning should be. Yeah, this is I am going to apply. Yeah. If I would get distracted for 10 minutes, definitely I'm going to work for 20 minutes. And that's how we
Yes.
can just use our mind. Because our mind is very clever, I think. Sometimes it like suppose I'm watching a reel, so it's 1 hour when passed, we can't even realize this thing. But when we study, 1 minute seems like 1 hour. So for study purpose, when something we do serious or when there's something is learning, our minds always get wants to get distracted. It's wants some kind of pleasure or something like that.
Say, don't say that I'm going to sit for 1 hour. Take something that you need to finish. I'm going to finish this. It may be in 25
Mm,
minutes, 30 minutes, or even 70 minutes. That is up to you.
mm,
It depends on your level of grasping and studying. So don't
mm,
take it in terms of hours. Take it in terms of I'm going to finish this.
amazing, amazing. Okay, I have one doubt that I want to ask you, that about English language. Whenever I have to do a discussion with somebody who is eminent figure, or maybe who has achieved glory in their life, or maybe they are authority figure, so I feel nervous. I feel like, of course, I feel underconfident. Like suppose today when I was about to do a session with you, I was not feeling that much confident as I used to feel with other people. So how to control our nerves and how to give our best when I have to have a discussion over something who is really great, who is really achieved something in their life.
See, one is it is very natural to feel nervous. All of us feel that. Some of us say, some of us don't say, don't express it. That's it. And
Mm,
second is never ever feel that, I don't know how I'm going to perform. It is nothing like perform. Be yourself, be your natural self, and accept
mm,
yourself with your flaws. You don't know, even the other person there, even if he or she is an eminent speaker, they too would have gone through this curve of learning and they have come up. So they know when they look at somebody, they know how to help them out or how to, support them by small, small gestures. So we don't need to worry. It is all in our mind. We think, like the other person is such a great speaker. I don't know, I can open my mouth or not. No, it's not like that. When you feel this way, na, the other person is ready to help you. We only think that, oh, he or she will feel bad about me, or he or she will judge me. It's not like that. You were asking me a question that what do I do when I feel nervous? No,
mm,
in front of
right.
a very, good speaker or a fluent speaker. So what I said was,
Mm,
it is fine to be nervous. There is nothing wrong. It is not abnormal. It is normal. All of us go through that curve. I said some of them express, some of us don't express. That is it. But we do have butterflies in our stomach, and
mm,
it is only in our mind that we think that the other person is very fluent, and what will that person think? No, it's nothing like that. That person is, like they have their matter to say, and they are bothered about that. They are not judging you at all, actually, or they are not there to
yeah.
judge you. And
Mm,
if that person is a real good person, a true speaker, a confident speaker, that person knows that they have also come up this way, so they are there to help you, not to
yeah.
degrade you or put you down. So first we should have that. And
Yeah.
this is not something, no, it is not like life or death situation. No. So what? It's okay. It's,
Mm,
be human. You- Even if you do mistakes, fumble, it's okay. You're going to learn. But if you don't do it, then how will we learn?
sure.
Isn't
We
it?
have to go through mistakes. Yeah.
Yes. That
Hmm.
effort matters.
I also I also feel this thing, I think it is in our mind that we think that people are judging me with whom we are talking, but
Yeah.
in reality it doesn't happen like this. Whenever I talk to the people who are a less lower than me in terms of speaking, I never judge them because I know I have also come through these phases of the life. So I don't really judge them. Yeah, it is the problem of our minds that our minds thinks like that. Yeah. So, I mean, you are very good at communication skills and spoken English too, ma'am, at the very same time. So, how can we just improve the people like us who wants to improve more in this language? How to communicate at length? Sometimes when I'm speaking at randomly, how I can
Mm.
just speak a little bit more deeply, a little bit more like you when you are expressing so comfortably, but when I have to speak somehow or other I'm not able to speak at length. How can I just develop this kind of habit?
Only by practicing and, putting yourself in that situation. Uh, the only
Yeah.
difference is I've had more experience than you. I have had more instances where I have done this. That is why, I am at this stage now. Nothing else. So you also will, with time you will improve. You have age at your side. You're still young, so you will
Yeah.
improve. You need to put yourself deliberately in such situations and expose yourself to such situations and talk. And, listen to your own
Amazing.
listen to your own self again and again, and note down or see where you are making mistakes or where you need to correct, or not only mistakes or correction. Sometimes you will get to know that, oh, maybe no, next time instead of this I will use the other word, the another alternative word,
Yeah.
something else. So
Yeah.
that's how I do. I listen to my videos only. I don't look at the video. I only listen to the audio just to see that how I can improve myself. What other words or which other way I could have said it, so that in my next video or next conversation, I can bring it in.
I'm really quite, content with the fact that I have improved since I have started doing practice with the people on the YouTube. It is really has helped me a lot. And the same thing you suggested me today, that if you want to get rid of any kind of fear, try to get involved yourself in such situations. And the moment you said these lines, I think this is the perfect example. When I used to feel fear a lot, I started talking with people. It means that I engrossed myself in that situation, and that's how I have been evolved, and that's how I have been getting confident day by day. Like today I'm talking to you, so the very next day when I will talk to somebody else, definitely I'm going to feel more confident, right? So it happens whenever I talk to the people who are really great speaking, who have really a great command over this language. The very next day onwards, I feel more confident. Okay, yeah. So it was really amazing, amazing. I mean, the points you said. Okay, but ma'am, I'm very shocked that why don't you created your channel kind of thing, because you have really a good command over this language and also the communication skills.
One is I am so tied up with my classes that I don't get, I will say that I don't think I can put in enough time. I can put in enough time and effort sincerely. That is the only thing that is holding me back. Plus, it also has a lot of, like you have to do a lot of work, technical work also, recording,
Yeah.
editing, all those things.
Mhm.
I won't be able to, give time to it. Whatever I do, I should be able to give time to it sincerely and do it well and give something quality. That is what is my belief.
Mm.
Otherwise, I shouldn't get into it just for the sake of getting into
Mm.
it. This is my opinion.
Do you
So
have any regret in your life?
none, none. I've been asked this
Okay.
question many a times. I say none. Why? Because everything that I have, every choice that I've made, whether it has resulted in good result or it has backfired. If good results, then yes. If backfired, then it's a challenge, it's a learning. I change my path, no regrets.
What would be your one suggestion for the 25 years old Sheila ma'am?
25-year-old Sheila ma'am. 25-year-old Sheila ma'am was almost this, the same. Because I had
Yeah.
taken on responsibility very earlier on in my life. Maybe that is what has made me this. Social media exposure was not there at that time.
Yeah, true. You are true. Yeah. But it's okay. It's okay. I mean, that's what I said, that you're feeling content, you're feeling happy.
Yeah,
That's what I think.
yeah,
The
yeah.
exposure started since Geo came into picture, because Geo has big data, economical, people are easily, they can use it because the data is quite comfortable to use. They are economical. They're not such expensive as other country has. So I think the social media exposure came into picture since 2019 onwards. But at that time, I mean, in your time when you started, when you were the young, at that time, still you speak English so well as you are speaking now.
Yeah, that's because I learned it from school, since my
Oh,
school days.
oh,
No, since my
oh.
childhood. So when you
Mhm.
learn something from your childhood, um, when you're a child, you catch easily, isn't it?
True,
Because you don't have
true.
anything else, you have less responsibilities. There are no other, and you are very open. You are not, what do you call it, you are not reluctant, you are not ashamed, you are not scared or ashamed of people judging you, because you are very young, you're very innocent, you don't know all those.
Yeah,
So you
yeah. We are
learn all
open to
those things, so
learn
you pick up
anything.
faster. Yeah, and thanks to my teachers who were very good.
Do you maintain any kind of vocabulary diary or something like that? Journaling kind of thing? Do you do?
I early long back I used to do journaling, but it's been years I don't do journaling. I told you now I talk to myself and I put them in
Ah,
different compartments. When I need to visit, that time I go open that compartment, spend some time there, and come back.
wow, amazing, amazing.
That
I,
is
I really, I really admire your efforts, because you're very disciplined. You said to me that I will be available at 9:45 p.m. and you are available before me, and I was really I was happy that people often get late, but you were available. So it seems that how disciplined you are, and how enthusiastic you are. It's night and still you are doing session for other people. So that's really amazing. That shows your efforts, your kindness, and your experience that you have gained over the years. Yeah. Okay. So, do you want to ask me something, ma'am?
Yeah, yeah. How do you visualize yourself 5 years from now? Or are they five
Yeah,
years is
like
too long a period of time, at least 2 years from now?
yeah, for future, if I have to say from the future aspects, like 5 years later, how do I want to see myself? Actually, I want to become a podcaster in my life because I love interacting with people. I love asking questions to the people and I want to get answer. So, I am seeing myself like I want to become a podcaster. So I am visualizing myself that, okay, I'm sitting at a chair within a room or within in my office and there is another person and I'm talking with them, I'm discussing with them everything that is under this sky. So that's how I visualize myself. And 5 years down the line, when I used to visualize, that very moment I used to visualize that I'm speaking English. Believe me, at that very moment I didn't know how to use can in a sentence. Still I used to speak. I don't know what I used to speak, but I used to speak. But 2 3 years later, now when I am talking to the lot of people, I can't believe on myself how this happened. I was the same guy who used to speak nothing 4 years, but I used to visualize. But at that very moment, I didn't know what is this. I didn't know about visualization, affirmation, manifestation. But I think now I am clear that that was the same thing that I was visualizing. That thing is called visualization. The means to say that I didn't know this is the vocabulary for this thing. So I in this way I visualize in myself in my mind. Many people visualize it like they write on a paper and they put it in
Yeah,
their bed or something like that. But I
yeah.
don't visualize like that. I'm very similar to you. Like you said that I have made some compartment in my head and then there is something for this thing, there's something for that thing, and that's how you made compartment and you used to visualize yourself like this. And whenever you need something, you go to your mind and then you
Yes,
put things that you want to take. So like this I also do. I visualize myself for becoming a good podcaster. I want to bring people on my platform and I want to discuss each and everything that exists in this world, because I believe this is the best thing to make myself a great human being, make myself to get not. I am very absolute learner, you can say. Each and every time I want to learn something, I have this eagerness that I like. Today I'm talking to you, so I have a lot of questions. I know I can't ask all of these questions, but I want to ask so many questions to you. I want to learn each and everything. So
you
you
can
can
ask
see while I'm
you can
speaking.
ask a
Yeah.
few more questions, no problem.
Yeah, so that's what I wanted to like. Again, I want like, look, I didn't have any kind of planning that okay, I will ask you this question, I will ask you that question. But yeah, so again, that I am very shocked. Like, why did you message me? I mean, there is a lot of people who are doing YouTube. They are talking to the people. I am a small YouTuber. I have done, like, yeah, I know I have done 100 season, but why did I? I want your honest
So,
feedback.
yeah, yeah. I'll give you my honest feedback, no problem. See, whenever I message people, I don't look at how many followers they have or, how are they doing or are they popular. No, it's not like that. I love talking to people. I love talking to people, like you said. So I keep in
Mm,
between. I had stopped this since I was very tied up with my classes, so I couldn't. So, but I need to do this because this is my passion.
mm,
So I thought that no,
okay.
again I should start. So
Mm.
not only to you, three, four other people also have sent messages, but they are the ones who I have already spoken to.
I
And
have seen most of your
yeah,
videos with Asutos. Asutos. I have seen your
yeah,
most of the video.
yeah. Ashutosh have spoken. Yes, 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 yes.
Yeah. Asutos was the one guy with whom I did my first session. And since that day onwards, I didn't stop. I started doing practice with a
He's
lot
a
of people.
gem. He's a gem of a person.
Yeah, I have seen your videos with him. And since that moment, I was thinking one day I will be also talking with Sheila, man. But I didn't know this day will come so soon in my life. Look, ma'am, sometimes I feel self-doubt that I'm not a good speaker. I ask this question to you because I feel somewhere down the line that I'm not good speaker. I'm not able to speak like other people. I have to improve. I have to improve. There is always some room for improvement. And that's why I ask this question, because I feel myself that to talking with you, I need more confidence. So that's why I was shocked. I was flabbergasted. I was drastically exorbitant that how can I communicate with ma'am? But today we are finalizing this session, so I'm happy that I did it. I did it. Yeah.
That's it. That, like you have answered your own question. Remember, you
Yeah.
asked me earlier some time back that when I get nervous, see, it's only in your mind. Once it starts,
Uh,
then things go in a
mm,
flow, isn't
yeah.
it? There
Mm,
is this
yeah.
poem in Hindi. I don't know whether, though it's an English conversation, but to quote, I'm saying it talks about
You
ek
can say.
boond. How that boond, when when it drops from the sky as a raindrop, it hesitates a
Mhm.
lot. I don't know what will
Yeah.
happen to me. Where will I go? Whether, like I will go and fall in a bad place or in a good place, or what will happen to me? I'm so scared. So before setting out, it has so much of hesitation. And suddenly
Mm,
a wind comes, blows it away, and it goes towards the sea where there is an pearl oyster. Its mouth is open. This wound goes and gets into that oyster and becomes a pearl. So
wow.
the moral of the
Mm,
story is that whenever we start to do something new, or whenever we get out of in the sense, whenever we start going out of the house, it means figuratively, it means that you are setting foot on something new. You have so many self doubts, but
yeah.
if you are strong enough, and if you are, like mentally strong, then you will have good vibes flowing your way. That is your strength and your hard work, of course. And it will end in
Yeah.
good things. That's what it's.
Yeah, I agree with you. The hesitation we feel before doing anything, the moment we started doing that, 50% of the hesitations gets
Yeah.
eradicated itself
Yeah.
naturally.
Yes.
So now
So
I
always,
can
whenever
agree with you.
you are giving exams, before your exam, you will feel, oh God, my mind is totally blank. I don't know what I have read and how much I have
Yeah.
read and how much is there. But once the question paper comes in your hand, don't you start writing?
It happened with me. The moment I get paper, I feel that I don't have anything to write. I don't have anything to remember. I feel myself blank, bland. But after some times, I started getting my points that I want to write. Yeah.
It happens. Yeah. So that initial period is very important. That is the period where you need to sustain, where generally most of us drop out or quit.
Mm,
If you don't
there
quit
is,
and you are able to
yeah,
sustain, then you will reach.
yeah, true, true. Okay, I mean, a lot of insights today I got, and I think I am going to watch this session again and again to get more of it, to get more output of it. So today, I mean, I think it's time to say
Yeah.
call it a day, and I want to
Yes.
say thank you for giving your time, for taking out time for a session with me. So I'm very thankful for you, ma'am. Thank you for joining me.
Thank you so much. Same here and all the very best. All the very best.
Yeah.
Bye.
Thank you for all the kind suggestions, insights, and for a great season. Yeah, thank you, ma'am. Have a great day ahead. Good night.